Welcome to Shades of Brown. This highlights on the many issues affecting Africans and people of African descent. I'm your host, Ramatu Adao Chikliye.
Hi. Okay, first off, hi guys, how you doing? A fresh new episode of the vlog, and it's a continuation of the series that I had with Chude Jideonwo. Chude is a media specialist. He's the co-founder of Why Africa Red Media. They have so many good stuff that they're doing: TV, radio, PR, very, very good stuff that they're doing. Anyway, so let's get into the second part of the interview I had with Chude. We talked about leadership, growth, Nigeria as a country, and how we, the young people, can improve our country, improve our continent, and make us get to that pinnacle that we're supposed to do. Am I supposed to tell you all of this? No. How about you watch it and tell me what you think?
There are all kinds of people who are using social media for positive. And so I'm not too worried about those who are not using it for positive, because that's the way the society is. I mean, so a simple question. When last in Nigeria's history did anybody cause one party to hand over to another party in the democratic election? It has never happened before. That's a turning point.
But then many people still believe that the youth should focus more on, hands-on development, hands-on change, rather than social media activism. Are these two one and the same?
But you are focused on hands-on change. I mean, there are lots of young people that do a lot of things. There's a slums to school project that's helping people, the children in Makoko and other slums, going around the work for it. There is the work that Tears is doing for human rights. There are so many youth-led organizations that are working on the front lines of change on the ground across the country. And there's this co-creation hub that's helping you careers in technology. There are all kinds of things happening across Nigeria. So it's actually not true that young people are only focused on online activism. Both are working contemporaneously, and both are working actually well. It was really, again, it's a fine example of what you just asked. It was essentially, there was a lot of anger when our president got missing, President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, late, and a lot of anger on social media and Blackberries, and I and my friends just felt we need to move this from social media and move it offline. We need to actually make these people understand that we are angry. All that energy, all that activism, all that anger online, and we translated it into offline protests in Abuja, Lagos, and across the country that demanded that our president be returned into the country, or the acting president should be sworn in. And within a month of those protests, the acting president was sworn in. So which remained in recent history one of the first times, or the first time, that young people took charge of the national narrative and converted the strength of numbers to the evolution of young people and youth activism in Nigeria.
Okay, so many times we see a nation, and the first view of that nation, its leaders or its entrepreneurs. You look at the United States, you look at Singapore, you look at Malaysia, and you know that their leaders had a critical role in bringing about the change that was needed to make those nations developed nations. Now, what would you say of the crop of leaders we have had so far, leading to the present dispensation that we have as a country?
That's a very simple question. I will speak so well of our founding fathers. Of course, we forget that many of them were jailed and indicted for all kinds of corruptions. Eastern leaders, Western leaders, Northern leaders. They were people of questionable character some of the time. Some people were accused of taking party monies to invest in private business, and were accused all kinds of funny things that happened. If we speak of the fact that Nigeria has been ruined by successive leaders, then we have to be specific in holding those leaders accountable for this state of affairs. So we don't have a very huge, inspiring crop of past leaders to learn from.
Will that play a role in the next phase of leaders that are coming up from our generation?
I honestly wish I could say. I think that's why I say we're a turning point generation, because if we looked at it logically, the trend line should be of continuous rot and decay. It should get worse in each successive generation. In life, it takes a few determined, capable people to stop a trend from continuing. And so what has happened is that there is a generation that has decided that even though this is the natural state of affairs, we would not. So that generation has seized the initiative to redirect the ship of our affairs. And I feel like if this generation stays the course, there is no reason why we should repeat the mistakes of our fathers.
Okay, I hope you learned a lot from this second part of the series. It's good to have people who are young and who are doing things and who are able to inspire younger people still. And that's what Chude Jideonwo did in the second part of the vlog. Next week, I'm going to be bringing you the concluding part of the vlog with Chude. But before then, how about you see what the concluding part of the vlog feels like?
The truth is that more than 95% of young people are in, more than 70% of young people see this story, they say, well, America has poor people. That's not true. That's the danger of a flawed story. America has less poor people than we can even imagine. There are social security safety nets. You understand? We don't have this crisis of out of school children, young people who have suffered the most debilitating effects of terrorism because of a failure of our government apparatus.
And that's about it for today. See you next week when we get to conclude this interview. And I hope you're learning something from someone as important as Chude. I have so much respect for him. Yeah, I'm going to stop famsing right now. All right, bye. I'll see you next week. Thank you, TS Raffle, for doing this. I'm so grateful. As usual, you're awesome. And I want to say you rock.
That's all for this week. Subscribe to the channel for more of Shades of Brown. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/Ochekliye Ramatoada. I'm on Facebook at Ochekliye Ramatoada, on Twitter at Remimah, that is at RAMIMAH, and on Instagram at Miss_Remimah. You can also follow my blog at www.shadesofbrownnigeria.blogspot.com. For inquiries, mail me at ochekliyeramatoada@gmail.com or ramatoadaochekliye@yahoo.com. Talk to you next time. Bye.